We return to the Holly Follies, a highlight of Dickens Christmas in Skaneateles, New York. We're nearing the end of the story, in which a greedy little girl has asked the Christmas fairy for Christmas every day. Things didn't turn out as she had planned, and she's now in a heap of trouble. She tries to undo the damage.
When it came Thanksgiving and she wanted them to go to church and have turkey and show their gratitude, they said that all the turkeys had been eaten and that if she would stop the Christmases, then they would see about the gratitude. The very next day, the little girl began sending letters to the Christmas fairy again, and then telegrams, but it did no good. Then she got to calling at the fairy's house, but found the fairy not at home or engaged or something like that.
Fairy? Not at home! Fairy? Engaged! Christmas fairy? I'm in the shower! Can't you hear me? Angels be heaven! Sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains.
The story is interrupted here as the audience is introduced to John Henry Anderson, Wizard of the North. The audience soon gets into the act.
Now, being a magician, I need volunteers. So I do need a volunteer. All right, young man right here, come right on up. Give him a big round of applause. Hello, what's your name? Stephen. Everybody say hello to Stephen. Hello, Stephen, stand right there, right in the trap door. That's good. All right, now, I'm just kidding. There's no door. Stephen, did you ever want to be a magician? No. Well, today's your chance. Now, Stephen, have you ever seen one of these before? This is called a bag. You go to a public school, don't you? Reach around inside the bag. Is there anything inside the bag, sir? Good. Grab the bottom of the bag, turn the bag inside out, put the inside of the bag in the outside of the bag in the inside. Check it out, make sure there's nothing in there. Reach around there. Watch out for the alligator, though. No, anything in there? Good. Now, as I said, you're going to get to be the magician today. So what you're going to do is very simple. You're going to hold the bag in your hand thusly. Reach into the air, grabbing an invisible egg from the air. They fly around everywhere. You can tell that because the politicians keep getting them on their face. And you grab it, toss it high into the air, catch it inside the bag, then you'll reach inside the bag, bringing out the egg to your thunderous round of applause. Good, now you're going to have to use your own egg, all right? Good. All right, go ahead. Put two fingers in the air just like that. That's good. Just stick them right in like that. You can look in the bag. Is there anything in the bag? Good. Turn, face the audience. Stand up nice and straight. Smile. Hold on real tight with this hand. Pull that end out. No, pull it out. Pull your finger out of the bag. Good. Now, reach into the air. Grab that egg. Toss it high into the air. Reach in the bag. Bring out the egg to your thunderous round of applause.
Returning to the story of Christmas every day, we learn that the fairy has granted the girl's latest wish and said there would never be another Christmas. Celebrations are held throughout the land.
The little girl went to thank the beautiful fairy for stopping Christmas, and she said that she hoped the fairy would keep her promise and see that Christmas never came again.
I hope you keep your promise and Christmas never ever comes again.
Then the fairy frowned and said that now the little girl was behaving just as greedily as ever, and she'd better look out.
Watch it, sister.
This made the little girl think it all carefully over again, and she said she would be willing to have a Christmas about once in 1,000 years.
Well, once in 1,000 years.
And then she said 100.
100.
And then she said 10.
10.
And And at last she got down to one.
One?
Then the fairy said that was the good old way that had pleased people ever since Christmas began, and she was agreed.
Agreed.
Then the little girl said, cross your hearts.
Cross your heart.
And the fairy said,
Cross my heart.
and the little girl skipped off and hippity-hopped the whole way home. She was so glad. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh.
One of the closing numbers is performed by Mr. Fagin.
This is a song that the urchins and I have come up with to honor the Sherwood Inn for all the lovely, lovely leftovers that they leave for us at the back door. Holiday goo, holiday goo, some for me, some for you.
Shaped in a ball, it tastes like stew.
Look at these colors, they're red and blue. It comes in a big bucket. Some of it's dirty, well.
Follies is produced by Scarlett Rat Entertainment. For more information on Dickens Christmas, which takes place every weekend between Thanksgiving and Christmas, go to www.Skaneateles.com.